The next tool we are going to learn how to sharpen is the skew chisel. The skew chisel is a flat chisel, but it's got a bevel on both sides, so it makes a triangle. This is the skew chisel you'll be receiving from Shaft Tools. It'll look exactly like this, 2 flat edges. I have used 2 different methods to sharpen skew chisels or flat chisels in general. I'll share with you both of them and you can decide which one you like the most. But I'll also share with you which one I like the most and why. You can use the method that we learned for the gouges. Get into your stance, place your tool squarely onto the diamond stone, push down, make sure there's no gaps, and then create a firm pressure and move back and forth. Or you can flip your diamond stone and make it perpendicular with the table. Place your tool flat squarely on the diamond stone, and then you're going to rock your body forward and back, forward and back. My personal favorite way to sharpen the skew chisel, or any flat chisel for that matter, is to move from front to back, front to back. I find that I don't cause as much error in my flat edge as I do if I have to move from side to side. The reasoning behind this is that when I move from side to side, there is always going to be like a slight twist of my hand because it gets caught on the stone. So when I move over here and I slightly twist it, it's going to end up giving me a larger bevel on this edge and on this edge and a smaller bevel in the middle instead of a nice flat bevel all the way across. And I don't really want that, and it's really hard to control that. So I do really like to hold it perpendicular. The other thing we're going to talk about is the very first time you're sharpening your skew chisel, you will want to be doing it on your 1000 grit diamond stone, but you have to be careful because if you push forward on your 1000 grit, it'll eat away at your skew chisel, and you don't want that, and it'll cause different bevels, and you also don't want that. So you're going to stick it at the top and you're going to drag. Stick it at the top, make sure it's the same bevel, and drag it back forward. Sharpening this tool should take about 5 to 10 minutes on each side. Once you get one side all nice and sharp, you're going to flip it to the other side and do the same thing. The whetstone is going to be a lot smoother when you use it, so you definitely can place it on and move it back and forth. Just make sure you're staying at the same bevel. Remember, this isn't a race. Just go slow. Now move on to your leather compound. You're going to want to strap it about 20 times on each side. Keep working it until that burr falls off naturally. Don't pull it off because that could create some kind of nicks in your tool. Just let it fall off naturally. Keep filling it. Keep working it. At this point, your skew chisels should be pretty sharp. Remember, we have to test out our sharpening tools cross grain. So the skew chisel is kind of hard because it doesn't really take out. Just take it to the edge, cross grain, and cut it down. Make sure you're testing every single spot on your chisel. So test this end, test that end, test the middle. Just make sure it's all sharp. I can't see any tear out. This looks like it's very well sharpened.